A new poll from NBC is showing that Trump and Harris are in a virtual tie nationally, each with 48%. Now, this is huge. I've linked articles in the description so that you can go take a look for yourself and see. There's one that talks about the poll itself, and then there's another article in there as well, just some more information for you to take a look at. This is a huge deal because in September, this same poll was 49% Harris, 44% Trump. That's a net 1% loss for Harris and a net 4% gain for Trump. What this means is that Donald Trump is convincing undecided voters. And some people who liked Kamala either are going to that 4% of wouldn't vote for either, or they've gone over to Donald Trump. My guess, knowing the way that politics work in this country, is that they went to neither. But this is huge. When NBC is putting out a poll like this, I mean, oh my goodness, it's bad. It's bad because they tend to oversample Democrats on all these national polls. That's just what happens. Historically, it has happened. Polling in 2016 was +3 for registered Democrats. Polling was +6 in 2020. And the other article that I've linked, it talks about this. So people that identify with one party or the other, it's up one Republican for the first time since 1984. Like I said, 2016, 3% more identified Democrats, 6% more identified Democrat in 2020. This year, it's Republican +1. That is a huge swing. That's a 7-point swing from last year. Last election cycle. 7 points. 7-point swing. Do you think that Donald Trump is going to lose? I don't. Doesn't mean you don't have to go and vote. You have to vote. Otherwise, polls mean nothing. But if they're tied in the national polls, and there are more Republicans than people identifying with Republicans than Democrats now on a 7-point swing, that means there's been a 7-point swing of people saying, yeah, I identify more with the Republican Party than the Democrat Party. That doesn't mean that Democrats are necessarily defecting. Many are, and we've seen their stories. But what it means even more is that the undecided people are joining the Republican side, which is crazy. Personally, I would have to say I identify more with the Republican Party than the Democrat Party. Even though I'm not a Republican, I despise the Republican Party. But policy alone is enough to tell me, like, yeah, I identify more with the Republicans right now because the Democrats have gone fucking crazy. Have you seen, like, go on X and read through any major Democrats' timeline without trying to just gouge your eyeballs out? They're lying all the time. All the time. I mean, every single post they make is a lie about 2025, or, Trump being racist and trying to deport all migrants, or Trump's Aurora plan here to kill people, here to make sure that people are dragged out by his Nazi bounty hunters. Like, I've seen this stuff. This is crazy. And this is why. This is great news for Trump, but he needs to keep his foot on the pedal. And I think this is why right now you see Trump campaigning in Colorado, California, and New York, because he sees that the national tide is turning. Now, what would be hilarious, all these Democrats are talking about we need to abolish the Electoral College because it's the only way Trump's going to win. It would be hilarious if Trump won the national vote. I don't think he will, but it would be hilarious if he did. It's a possibility now because we now see more people identifying with Republicans than Democrats. I still don't think it's going to happen because Democrats get out and vote a hell of a lot more than Republicans do. But it's really funny. And it would be the greatest thing in the world, because then what do they say? It's not just the Electoral College that lets Trump win. They would be forced to admit that the general population is sick of their shit, is done with them. This is really big, guys, that this poll has come out and that this data analysis shows that more people identify with Republicans than Democrats. The tides are turning. That's about all. Bye.